Yo, what's up? What's up? Okay, this is what's happening here. I'm showing him an over-under clinch, and you don't see me doing the over and under. You just see me doing that the foot motion, but the trip goes with that. Here I have them practicing some kicks. I want them to be able to throw it. But back to this misdirection trip takedown. I have the overhook. I'm pinching it so I can pull them to me, and then
to learn how to clinch. And if you're a striker and you don't like to go to the ground and this and that, it's very important to know your clinching, because if you don't know your clinching, wrestlers and judokas and jiu-jitsu guys will just bring you to the ground way too easily. Okay. Now, me personally, I have a preference for single legs and double legs, but sometimes when you shoot your double legs, your opponent will sprawl you out, and all you're left with is upper body techniques. So you see here, I get sprawled out, and now I got to use my upper body tactics to get this fight to the ground. And I can also use my clinching techniques to break free if I want to continue with the striking. Okay, but if you don't know your upper body clinch techniques, you're gonna suffer against a wrestler or judoka. You know, it's just gonna be too difficult of a fight to win, because clinching happens. You know, you could be the most calculated striker,
moment he steps to me to keep his balance, because if he doesn't, he's gonna fall down, and I get the takedown anyway. I trip him. So this is about hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes through practice, and even though you guys aren't seeing through the video how intense it gets pretty intense. There's the misdirection there. You can see my form was a little off. I had my trip around, and you trip on the inside. You don't take your foot and go on the outside of his leg. You go between his legs and trip on the outside. If you go back and pause, you'll see what I'm doing there. This is a duck walk, and I should have a clip in this video that it's very important that you get low, especially in an MMA fight. If you want to make a lot of money in MMA, you're going to have grappling, especially when you can get low enough where there's not very many uppercuts. See, even though this takedown here works in this fight, I could have got lower than that. This is kind of a bulldog takedown. I almost broke the cage doing that, and being more aggressive isn't necessarily the best thing to do. But this one particularly worked. I don't think he had too much of an extensive wrestling background like me. So I kind of got away with some bad technique there. And on this channel, we combine fitness and martial arts. So as you can see, I'm going to show you how did I get my legs so strong to be able to pick people up that are my size, like they don't weigh anything, because they truly do not weigh very much for my legs. They just don't. So this is a Power of 10 squat. It's a book I read a long time ago, back in the 90s, about how to break the most muscle fibers. And it's basically a slow squat, 10 seconds up, 10 seconds down, no momentum helping. It's all muscle pushing weight. That's the point. All muscle pushing weight, nothing else helping, perfect form, and you go till failure. And for that, my duck walk's better, my takedown's better. I can get low. I can pick people up off the ground with no delay. They come straight up off the ground, and I got nice cuts on my legs too. Now here we're going with the misdirection trip takedown, and now they have to apply that to me. If they don't get it, they have to continue doing those burpees that they've been doing for 2 hours for every mistake. And don't forget, they have a workout after this, a fitness workout after this. See, we upgrade the software, and then we put more on the hardware. Now here, Dariante should not let me do this. I should not be to push this much pressure on him without getting punished. Now, he's going to do the right thing, but it took him a little bit too long, if you ask me. That's what I need to see. There was nothing I can do when he decided to do it. He has all the downloads in his brain to do that for the rest of his life. And actually, it should accelerate. So his improvement on that lateral drop should accelerate. I have a video where Marshawn pushed him against the wall, and I could see why. Because if he hesitated like that, he wouldn't have thrown him. But he was still, okay, let me get the form right. Let me make sure everything's pinched. Let me make sure, okay, I push here. And then as soon as it all came together, then he did it. But I was pushing against him before that. Here you see Rico. He had a nice push there, turn me around. None of them got the inside trip. That's all right, though. We'll be doing kick catching and combos from the outside, how to jump in and land a nice combo and jump back out. I've been watching them as they go to 3 separate gyms, and I've been watching them and kind of what they're doing in their sparring, because they'll spar at other gyms, and I see that they like to fight on the outside. So I'm gonna give them some stuff on the outside, and guys like to kick, so I'm gonna give them some kick catching drills, and we're gonna see what happens.